We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Dan Plesac, and Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Charlie Morton gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him? Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Andrew Mccutchen is in to start things off as he starts the inning 1-0. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mccutchen is retired, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate here is Rhys Hoskins. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Acuna calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now it'll be JT Realmuto in prior outings against Charlie Morton. Just a 3-for-13 batting line. First pitch of the AB now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Acuna has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Now here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Harper to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second.
One out, base is empty. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
So we got him swinging. Dansby Swanson becomes out number 2 this inning.
The first baseman, Freddy Freeman.
So next up will be Freddy Freeman. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. His career line against Wheeler, he's totaled 18 hits in 38 ABs. He's also hit 3 home runs. For the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing. Back now from Truist Park, second inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So bases are empty with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna's there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Up next, Brad Miller. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 1 for 5. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 0-2 the count to Miller. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ronald Acuna trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Wheeler sets his sights. Here it is on 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Fouled off. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out.
Batting fifth. No left
Set to
field.
get his evening at the plate started, Marcell Ozuna. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Travis d'Arnaud is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Smoke toward third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Mickey Moniak.
Center fielder, number 16.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. Three-two pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And now in the box, Zach Wheeler. First pitch on the way. Popped him up. d'Arnaud over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next to Philadelphia.
And now here is Andrew McCutchen. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now the first pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And he falls behind 0-2.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Third inning, no score to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. The 2-0 on the way.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In for the Braves, Austin Riley, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Slider laid off for a ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves. The batter will be Christian Pache. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Behind 0-2 now. Wheeler pauses. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Morton.
At the plate now, Charlie Morton. Here's the 0-1. And he pops up the bunt attempt. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Next up, Ozzie Albies as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Turned on down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Next to hit, JT Realmuto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
2 are gone in the Philly 4th. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. It's the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And there's 1 away. Here's the first baseman, Freddy Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't
13,
even in the strike zone, but with the hitter
Acuna
protecting with 2 strikes,
Jr.
that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Acuna digs in now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Down the left field line and deep. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Braves. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They're still staring at a 0 in the hits column, so it's certainly been a struggle, but he did give credit to the pitching they've faced. That said, he said it's important they keep pushing to figure out how to break through without getting overly frustrated. It's time to simplify things as much as possible, guys.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
Thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Alec.
First pitch on its way. Alec Bohm is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Brad Miller is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Brad.
So next to hit is Brad Miller, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now at the plate, Mickey Moniak. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Stepping in now, Zach Wheeler, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Hit on the ground to third. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder.
Now here's the first offering.
Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Ball 2 now. Ozuna on at first, nobody out. Grounded to third. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
At the plate now is Austin Riley. He singled first time up. Now here it comes.
1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew Mccutchen. First offering on its way.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Here's a drive by Mccutchen. Hit well out to deep left field. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
First pitch on the way. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. So here's the cleanup hitter, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with two gone. Now the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Phillies strand one, still no score. Bottom of the inning now, and up next will be Christian Pache.
For the Braves, the right fielder.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Pache is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
And another foul ball. Fouled off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Into the box, Charlie Morton. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Hoskins grabs it cleanly. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first two tries. A little bouncer. Morton at third with two away. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High and deep down the left field line. The 1-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta. We are still scoreless. Here's Didi Gregorius. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. So now into the box is Alec Bohm. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him. High in the air out to center field. Acuna is there, 2 gone. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Brad Miller. He flew out in his last AB. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Freddy Freeman.
Freddy Freeman.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that one yanked just foul. Here's another 2-2. Fouled away. Wheeler gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Now a long throw to third, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Now batting.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Travis d'Arnaud comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Well, he took a big gamble here in a tie game, but the throw is a good one. He probably got excited about scoring the go-ahead run, but that excitement ends up costing them, and we're still tied.
Into the box now, Austin Riley, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That is fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Ozuna at second. d'Arnaud on at first with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. Still no score. And stepping in, Mickey Moniak. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Mickey Moniak.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1 the count now. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Ozuna. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Matt Joyce will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away.
Number 7, Matt Joyce.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Count remains at 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutchen. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 2 out, nobody on. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Swing, strike 2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sean Newcomb will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Johan Camargo will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Next, it'll be Rhys Hoskins. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Archie
attention,
Bradley
please.
will come on and
Now
make his
pitching for
fourth
the Phillies,
appearance in this campaign.
Number 23, Archie Bradley.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next will be Christian Pache. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Pache.
Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't. And this one didn't allow a walk all game long.
Johan Camargo is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Popped up. Miller is there. And that will end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. And we still have no score. And now, Bryce Harper, lifetime versus this pitcher, batting at an even 400. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. And he puts it on the ground to second. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled away. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. High and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Still going back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. 2-run shot to straightaway center as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
That brings up Alec Bohm. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Acuna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Into the box, Brad Miller. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pache is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Fightins strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's now 2-0 Philly. So stepping in is Dansby Swanson. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Hector Neris enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Mccutchen is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th.
Now batting.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddy Freeman. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's just 1 for 13. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Good action on the sinker, 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On the first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Archie Bradley gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Hector Neris wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for